Hello there, and welcome to today's live. If you are just jumping on, go ahead and drop your name in the comments and tell me where you are tuning in from. I love to see who is in the room with me. Today, I want to ask you something that might be a little uncomfortable. When is the last time you actually finished something in your business? Not started, actually finished it. Because I've been talking to a lot of women lately, and what I keep hearing is this: they're doing so much more than ever. They have so many courses, they have so much content, they have so much strategies, more coaches, more information coming in every single day. But yet, the business is not moving the way that it should. So today I want to talk to you a bit about why that is. And I want to show you three questions that will tell you immediately whether what I'm about to share applies to you. So stay right here. This one is going to be wild. Alrighty. So if you're tuning into me live today, go ahead and give me a hashtag live. If this is the replay for you, give me a hashtag replay. So let me describe something. Tell me if this sounds familiar. And first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Andrea Russell. I am a USA best-selling co-author, business implementation and financial accountability coach for Christian women who wants to grow a profitable business free by combining the inner work with business strategy. So, here's what I want to talk about. If you are someone who know that something is off with your business and you're looking for the answer, but you purchase a course, you follow a new coach, you read a book, you download the free guide, and you join memberships. You're consuming all this content, right? You're taking a lot of notes. You have books and books of notes, and you're adding more things to an already overwhelming to-do list. But each time you pick up something, you think maybe this is actually the thing. Maybe this framework is the one that finally makes everything click, right? But then a few weeks go by and the course is not finished, the notes have not been implemented, and the strategy that looked great in theory has not actually moved. And the business is exactly where it was before you invested in the next thing. So, what is it that you do then? You find another course. I'm not saying this to shame anyone because guess what? I have been there myself. Because I have been that person, and I know most of the women watching me right now have been her too. So go ahead and drop a yes in the comments if you know exactly what I am talking about. So the question then is, what is the real reason more information is not actually moving the needle? The truth is that the online business world does not want to talk about this, right? Because it's not a knowledge problem. What it actually is an identity problem, a boundaries problem, an accountability problem. Because you're pouring more information into what I call a leaky bucket. And more information poured into a leaky bucket is still what? A leaky bucket. The holes have to be fixed first, and the holes are not in the strategy itself. The holes are in what she believes about money, or what you believe as money, and what she believes about her own worth, right? And what you believe about your worth, and what you believe God actually wants for you financially. Those beliefs is sitting underneath every decision that you make in your business. And until those beliefs are dealt with, no strategy in the world is going to produce what you are hoping for. Because information without implementation is just what I call expensive entertainment. And the reason you're not implementing is not because you are undisciplined or you're not smart enough. It's simply because it's something underneath the strategy that has never been healed. And you cannot implement your way out of an identity problem. So, James chapter 1, verse 22 says to us, do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves, but do what it says. So, drop leaky in the comments if you have been pouring into a bucket that needed to be fixed first. So, the question comes, I guess, what should you do, right? Instead, then. So, what should you actually be doing? Because less, not more. Less, not more, right? What if you stop before you add another cost to your collection and ask yourself honestly, why have I not finished the ones I already have, right? Why are you not looking at your numbers instead of avoiding them? Because what you avoid in the business is not going to go away. It's actually going to grow, right? Why aren't you raising your prices instead of lowering those prices, right? Because undercharging is not humility. It's actually fair, and fair is not a pricing strategy. What if, just what if, you was to surrender your business to God instead of trying to figure all of this out on your own? Because the business that is built on God's direction with God's timing is going to do what? It's going to produce more than anything you could engineer on your own strength, right? So the women who stop just adding and start finishing are the ones who actually move. The women who stop consuming and begin to implement are the ones who is going to grow. And the women who do the inner work first are the ones who's finally going to see the outer strategy land. And that is exactly what my free Heavy to Profitable Masterclass is built around. So go ahead and drop less in the comments if you are ready to stop adding more and start finishing what you've started so far. So, here are 3 questions that I want you to answer. Take a moment. I want you to answer these questions honestly. I'm not grading you. Nobody is grading you. This is just you. So, question number 1, have you opened your bookkeeping software in the last 30 days, right? Have you raised your prices in the last 12 months? And have you finished that last course that you purchased? So, if the answer to any one of these is no, you are experiencing what I have been talking about. And I want you to hear something clearly right now. This is not a character flaw and this is not a faith problem. That is not evidence that God did not call you to do what you're doing. It is evidence that there is something underneath the strategy that has never been dealt with and something that is keeping you from doing the things you already know you need to do. And that something has a name, right? And there is a specific path through it, which is exactly what I want to show you in my free Heavy to Profitable Master Class. So go ahead and drop honest in the comments if at least one of those answers today, one of the answers to those questions convicted you today. Here's what I want you to do next. I'm hosting my free masterclass, Heavy to Profitable. And it is built specifically for the women who's just answered no to one or more of the questions I just asked you. The woman who is tired of adding more and never finishing, and the woman who knows something is off and she's finally ready to fix that right thing. In this masterclass, I'm going to show you what is actually underneath that pattern you just identified. I'm going to show you why more information has not been the answer, and I'm going to walk you through the first steps of the framework that has helped women 4x their revenue, help one person double her revenue in her first year, and help another person get cash flow clarity after just years of being confused. And the thing about this masterclass is it's completely free. But here is what I need you to do right now. The waitlist link is in the comments below, so go ahead and grab your spot. When you join the waitlist, you will be the first to know the date, the time, and everything you need to show up ready for that free masterclass. It's not another cost to add to your collection. This is the thing that makes every other thing that you have already invested in finally start to work. So go ahead, grab your spot. The link is in the comments below and above, and come back and tell me that you are in so that I can celebrate with you. So go ahead. The waitlist link is in the comments below. Grab your spot and come back and tell me you are in.